Today is third Wednesday, April 2024. We're here again with the daily analysis of more like daily journaling, daily analysis, whatever. So if you see from yesterday, this was what we thought price was going to do. I said I didn't know how long it was going to take to make this move down, but so far first phase is done. Price rejected from this 4 hour zone up to here. I think it broke, but it's still around this region. This last break of structure, so I'm going to retest it. So I guess it's going to pick fill some other blocks right about around the side and continue the move down. Remember, this week we have NFP, so a lot can happen in seconds. Outlook can change in seconds and minutes. All right, so let's reset the chart like we always do. Why do I keep doing this? All right, so it's been reset. As usual, we run from the monthly down to 15 minutes if possible. So on the monthly, remember we have rejection previous months. Price tried to make a move up after the previous doji, but rejected all the way down to the side. And what it tells us, what it can be telling us, is that there's a strong bearish momentum in place, and there's a possibility of it still going down. Right, probability of it going down and it's greater than that going up. For instance, if you look at here, there's a rejection, but price still went down. All right, so this tends to happen, but with this doji, which is meant to be signify a turnaround, a changing trend or changing bias. If it was bearish, it goes to bullish. If it was bullish, it goes to bearish and all that. So let's just keep. So we won't waste much time here because it's a lot that can. It's just a new month. While on the weekly, I think we're picking liquidity here. All right. Remember, this last structure was not broken. This last structure was not broken. We're talking about this last up move. There was no break of structure because pricing closed below this guy. All right. So we can't see we're in a bearish trend yet, even though this structure too was not broken. So we have somewhere in the upside, something in the upside, you have something in the downside. The structure has not been broken. Just to put that out there, structure has not been broken. So the same thing, the structure has not been broken. All right, so we don't know what price is doing yet. I guess this month will tell us. Sorry, this week will tell us. You know. So that being said, we're just going to draw these two weekly outer zones. Price has done a lot, so we just start from here now. While go down to the daily and we'll pick our inner daily slash four daily slash weekly, more like daily zones. All right, price is not necessarily doing anything here, but just to have a better outlook of what is going on, because the weekly uh, zones are very far apart. All right, so we can say that for now we are in between the daily, one of the daily zones, and the weekly slash daily zone. Talking about right about here and here. All right, I think we'll adjust this in the 4 hour to get proper view because I'm not sure this is sitting well. I'm not sure this is sitting well. It's looking to be somewhere around here. So we'll adjust it. We're going to adjust it above. Let's just look at the daily. Sorry, the past days we have our last move was our last move was So sorry, going back to the weekly, if you recall, we did a fib of this guy of this move. We are always fibbing moves. The fib of this move, price rejected at the 61.8, right? So it didn't break it, which means there's a there's a larger possibility that price rejected 61.8 to do an ABCD pattern, you know, to do this. This is on the weekly outlook. This might take months to play out, but this is one possibility. We're just putting it on that observation. So if I do if a fib on what's this now, if I do a fib on this guy on this last swing, you would see that price was currently is at or is rejecting the discount price zone, which is between 61.8 and 0.6. This is a weekly stuff. We don't know how long until the week closes, until Friday, before we'll know whether it's actually rejected it or it's going to break down. So a break of this or a close below discount price means it's just to once it grabs liquidity at this point, it moves keeps going down. So we're just looking at the swings. So that's the last swing on the weekly. And the last swing on the daily, doing this because we're going somewhere. The last swing on the daily, which should be this guy, should be this swing, right, has almost completed its own AB equals CD. All right, even though the rejection was that the pullback wasn't that strong, but you can see, oh, it actually completed it. So we're not even looking at, you didn't even get to equilibrium, didn't pick equilibrium. So this is the thing now, because there's a lot of liquidity here, to grab. That price will still need to come back and fill. So, but so far on the daily, it has completed its what zone ABCD. What do I mean? I mean this is the swing, right? And this is the pullback, most a correction, but it ended up being a pullback. And this is the remaining part of the swing, which has been price has gotten to, and I think he even tapped into this week daily order block. Good. So we're expecting these are the two things now. This move has been completed, so there needs to be another move, whether it's a pullback or whether it's a pullback to this point. It should be a pullback to this point, I mean, and another move maybe to continue going bearish or to do a change of structure to the upside. All right. So if we go to the 4 hours, today we're going to adjust this guy. So I think this is looking like a good, let's just take it further here, right? Before it was, we had it here, but this is a 4 hour, not, this has more touches. So this is more of a recognized zone. There's been a lot of reaction here than this that just uh, happened. So, okay, that's good. So based on this last swing, you said it has completed its AB equals CD, and we're expecting a correction, a pullback. All right, the pullback could be back to this daily zone, you know, or to search for liquidity and grab it and keep going down, or it does a jog. All right. So, what are the possibilities? How would these two things play out? Let's identify our 4 hour zones. This is what gives us the structure of the bigger movement, right? The structures that will lead to whatever will happen on the bigger time frame. You see it more on the 15 minute on the 4 hour. While we use the 15 minutes to get sniper entries. So if you notice, yesterday we took it from here, but now this structure is being validated, so we're not really going to use it. We could still use it, right? We could still use it. It's just that it's going to be quite large. So I would prefer to use. We have a new structure, so let's just use this. All right. So this here, right? So next would be I now see it. We'll get to the 1 hour. It's going to be more obvious. So these are the 4 hour zones that would expect uh, reactions at. No, it's not. They're just doing it. So price is between these three. So to either move up here, pick lick. I don't think there's no liquidity. I don't think there is. Everything has been there's no fair value gap here. The fair value gap would have been this point to this point, which price has already. So that's on that sign that price might rewards might push back to the downside. Is that he does it here? Because expecting a reaction here, or what? He does it here. All right. So at this point in time, I'm looking for. It's just tricky. So I would be looking for sales to this point. Uh, for now, if it doesn't do that and it gets up to this point, we only can only look for sales down here to keep going up. But at this point, I won't be looking to if there's a break above this level, right? There's a break above this level. Maybe I would look for a buy to keep going to get here, right? Look for a buy to get there. You can see I'm looking for a buy to get the to get liquidity. There's grab liquidity here, and I don't think much that could happen here again. So I'll be more of thinking it's gonna come here before it maybe continues to move up. Now let's go back to the daily. Yesterday was strongly bullish. Today it doesn't mean much, but it could mean that. So two things. Remember we said expecting price to react here. That's why it's still kind of dicey. So this is what it's gonna be like, right? It's either we have this now or we have it here for the day. I don't want to do this because now you're trying to see what price would do, but this is anything that makes sense for me. Price do exactly as we say. I'm not too sure, but let's just watch out for something like this. I know price would do price for any move to continue. There needs to be a reaction around this point for the bigger move to continue. All right. As I said, price there's a need for price to come back here. There is a need for price to come back to that point. So let's just see. At this point in time, there's not been any pullback, so that's why I'm expecting to do it here. So let's just see. That's it for